What's up, family? We have breaking news to share with you today. Congress has just passed a new bill in legislation. Now, this particular defense bill has multiple things included in it, and I'm going to share it with you today. Also, President Biden just reintroduced a new way to forego student loan debt for 800,000 student loan borrowers. Find out how this is different from the previous forgiveness plan that was struck down by the Supreme Court. But anyways, before we get started, you already know what to do. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as hit the like button, as it really helps us grow on YouTube. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, guys, they ended up passing a huge bill in Congress yesterday. And guys, they're very excited about this. Yes, the House ended up passing a defense bill, which is bringing a huge win to the newly House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. And it says right here that the House on Friday approved of the annual defense policy bill in an unusually partisan vote after it was loaded up with conservative amendments, making it a big win for the Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. But anyways, the National Defense Authorization Act, or better known as the NDAA, passed in a largely partly line 219 to 210 vote, with 4 Republicans opposing the measure and 4 Democrats supporting it, which a typical outcome for an annual legislation which routinely enjoys broad bipartisan support. Now, the legislation came under fire from the Democrats after a number of the GOP sponsored amendments regarding abortion, transgender rights, diversity, and inclusion initiatives and other hot button issues were attached to this particular bill. In a sign of a widespread Democratic opposition, the top 3 leaders in the caucus came out against the legislation late on Thursday night. But the widespread Democratic opposition and conservative detractors was not enough to tank the package altogether, despite some questions looming all week about whether the culture war amendments would doom the must-pass bill. But anyways, guys, the package got a crucial boost on Friday from conservatives in the Freedom Caucus, who came around to supporting the measure after its sharp rightward shift. In a statement by Kevin McCarthy, he said that, look, I'm sorry to disappoint you that Republicans continue to keep our promises. He also went forth to say that, look, it's a good thing that the Republicans are in the majority, but it's more important that we keep our promises to America and to our men and women who serve to defend this country. And today is exactly what we did. So anyways, guys, yes, they did pass this piece of legislation. Now, the biggest question is going to be when this bill leaves the House and now it heads over to the Senate, which is controlled by the Democrats. How are they going to respond? Are they going to pretty much shoot this particular bill down, or if there's going to be some form of negotiations in regards to the bill to get it passed in the Senate? So anyways, guys, we will keep following this particular piece of legislation and see how it all turns out. Something should happen sometime next week, guys, and we'll keep you guys posted as usual. But moving on, guys, we do want to go ahead and talk about the latest huge news, if you will, in regards to student loan forgiveness. We all know that previously President Biden's his plan to forgive student loan debt in the country, around $20,000 to each American person, ended up getting blocked by the Supreme Court. And yes, guys, since then, President Biden announced that he is not going to give up. He is going to try to work on something totally different. And guys, that is exactly what we're seeing right now. In the latest information, guys, we just received this hotcakes on Friday. The Biden administration has announced $39 billion in student debt relief for 804,000 student loan borrowers. Now, the Biden administration has announced that it will provide $39 billion in total student debt relief for 800,000 borrowers, which is its latest step since President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan was struck down by the Supreme Court. The Education Department said on Friday that the relief is being provided on income-driven repayment plans in which the federal government cancels remaining balances for the borrower after they have made their payments for either 20 to 25 years. That is going to affect a lot of people, but it won't affect my wife, guys. We haven't been paying that long. But anyways, guys, it does say that the department said that the fixes will more accurately count monthly payments than qualify under the plans, and it will notify borrowers who are eligible for the relief in in the upcoming days. Now, the Supreme Court previously, they struck down Biden's plan to give out $10,000 up to $20,000 to low and middle income borrowers and up to $20,000 in Pell Grant recipients in a 6-3 decision last month. The majority found Congress had not directly authorized the president to forgive those debts worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And President Biden did not stop there, guys. He went a step further, and here he is about 30 days later, and now he is reintroducing a new way to help those struggling Americans out in regards to their thousands of dollars in student loan debt. So anyways, guys, this is the latest decision from the Biden administration, and President Biden said that he will continue to work to provide student debt relief despite the court's ruling. He said he would base his debt relief plan on a different law, the Higher Education Act, which proponents argue that it allows the education secretary to compromise or either waive or release student loan debt. Now, again, guys, the administration must undergo a public comment period before the plan can go into effect, delaying its potential implementation. So anyways, guys, this is pretty much some huge news, guys. It was pretty much being seen on all of the social media sites on Friday, and I would only assume that it is going to be mentioned sometime today as well. But anyways, guys, that is the latest in regards to the Biden administration trying to help those low and those middle income class individuals in regards to their student loan debt. But how far will this actually go? Will he succeed with this? And how can he succeed with this particular plan when the Supreme Court previously struck down his previous plan? Well, guys, I have this particular article right here, which basically talks about how President Biden's latest student loan forgiveness differs from the debt relief that was blocked by the Supreme Court. And just look at them, guys. Those particular individuals in the Supreme Court, they are just some scumbags, guys. What do you think about them right here? But anyways, I don't want to get off on a tangent. But anyways, guys, the Biden administration announced Friday that it will wipe out $39 billion in student loan debt for more than 800,000 borrowers. And unlike the broad forgiveness by Mr. Biden originally attempted to provide by the Department of Education, this one is a little bit different. The new student loan debt plan also relies on the different law than the one that was struck down by the Supreme Court. Under the 1965 Higher Education Act and federal regulations, a borrower is eligible for loan forgiveness after making 240 or 300 qualifying monthly payments, roughly between 20 and 25 years of payments on an income-driven repayment plan or standard repayment plan. Now, the administration said that inaccurate payment counts cause borrowers to lose hard-earned progress towards having their loans forgiven, which it has sought to remedy in the previous months. However, loans covered include direct loans or federal family education loans held by the Department of Education, including Parent Plus loans as well. Now, again, this particular latest announcement from the Department of Education is part of Biden's administration's efforts to provide relief to Americans with student loan debt. And it is different from the program that was struck down by the Supreme Court late last month. So anyways, guys, like I said, the Supreme Court shot down the previous bill because they said that it was unlawful, and eligibility pretty much depended on how much an individual made per year at their jobs, and that was illegal. But this new plan, it looks at something totally different, guys. Whether or not you have been paying for your student loan debt for at least 20 years or more. So this particular bill, it might actually get a little bit of traction, but we'll just have to see. There is a wait period before they can actually get to start talking about this, as well as negotiations around this particular bill, but it is a little bit different. So I would love to get your take on this, how you feel about this. What are your thoughts on this new plan of action by the Biden administration? And I also am curious to see what the Supreme Court is going to say about this as well. So anyways, guys, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to follow this particular story as well, and I will continue to keep you guys updated as usual. But other than that, guys, that's all we have for you today, and I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up with Webull, where they're going to give you 12 free stocks for free after you deposit $1. The good thing about it is that those 12 free stocks can actually be worth up to $3,000. It is almost like scratching off a lottery ticket, if you will. But anyways, that is just a few, and it is a great way for you to start your investing journey to financial freedom. Also, check out, there is a link down below where you can get the Audible app for free for 30 days. A great way for you to listen to some free books. I definitely use this particular app as I am cutting the yard every single week, and it gives me a great opportunity for read multiple books per year. But anyways, guys, those are just a few, but be sure to check out all those links down below in the description. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.